I belong to you.
I belong to you.
Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else.
Yeah.
Let you down.
Let you down.
Morning guys, Chuck here, and it's really early, so hopefully the audio is fine. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, but I've got to change my traction cable again. Look at that. My mower guy hasn't been inspecting equipment, and I was mowing on Friday because he went home sick, and I noticed this, only like 3 threads holding that bad boy together. So we're going to change the traction cable. I've already done a video on that. I'll put the link. Is that where the video link comes up? Somewhere. Put it down in the description. Whatever, if you guys want to see how to do a traction cable. It's really simple, really quick. It's literally that nut and then underneath. But I'm going to replace that, and then we're going to talk about the Turfmaster in general. And you know, I mean, I have 363 hours on it, so, and I've never done a review of the Turfmaster. I think I have enough experience with it to do a review on it at 360 hours on this machine. So, let me change this traction cable, and then we'll get to it. Alright guys, so there it is, quick and easy. Focus. That's why I was changing. The cable hadn't broke yet, but it was frayed really bad. I'm not sure if I had it. I didn't pay attention if I had it maybe rubbing on the blade engage cable or something. But I'm gonna still need to tighten it up a little bit, but just loosen this. Give it a good yank. You can tighten it up. You can do it at the bottom end, top end, wherever you want to tighten it. I tighten it from up here. But like I said, it's still early in the morning, so I'm not firing up any equipment. I try to be a good neighbor as much as I can with all this equipment. So one other thing, I'm going to scavenge the frame out of my Exmark bag and put my Toro cover on it, because my Toro bag is broken right there. So I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna try to weld that little piece and then just put it on the Exmark. But anyway, I know I could just throw the Exmark bag on here, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if that's the OCD or what, but I'd rather just, screwdriver, have a Toro bag on a Toro mower. So anyway, like I said, it's still early, so hopefully you guys can hear me. So this is not the HD model. This is the Toro, the regular Cowie FJ85 with whatever the transmission that's stock. One of the things I'm going to point out, and it's just not telling you should do this. This is just, I have found it nicer. So you can see I don't have the cover on here. My cover is hanging up there on the wall with the little hood. And for you guys that run these, you have a little hood right here and you open it up, and this is always super caked with grass. You got grass back in here. There's also another adjustment. Oh, I don't know if I can show it to you. there is a screw. Oh, come on, focus, baby. There is a screw back here, or a nut, that is attached to this bracketing. There, this bracket right here. So if you guys, just a quick tip, if you've adjusted this out and out, and this, right, by the way guys, this is, if your blades aren't engaging good, you know, you got to make sure you're measuring this and getting the proper adjustment. It's all in the manual, but sometimes you can max this out and it's not adjusting anymore. It's because the bolt on the back can be frozen. You need to get back there and adjust from that end. That'll fix that problem. It's just a bolt. Anyway, I've taken the cover off because now I don't blow the machine out at all. And look at that. That's all the grass I've gotten this week caked up in here. And that's because the wind was probably blowing grass out of the truck and onto the trailer. So I take that off. I mean, I'm never going to have my fingers down here while the motor's running, so it doesn't matter. So I take that off just for, it keeps the pulleys running cooler, the belts running cooler. The belts and stuff aren't going to get any nastier. I don't mow. I'm not brush hogging with this mower. It's not what it's made for, so that's not what I do with it. So I don't have to worry about something getting jammed up in there and busting a belt. So anyway, Toro 30-inch Turfmaster. I love this mower. I used to run the Time Masters, and I just like the heavier build. This is a heavier mower. I'll throw maybe the weight comparisons up there. This is not a comparison video. This is quite a bit heavier. You can take the Time Master and pick it up out of the back of your truck if you want to run that way. You're not going to do this. If you're going to run out of the back of your pickup, you're going to need ramps. If you're going to run a 30-inch Turfmaster or an Exmark for that matter. Things I like about the mower. This is going to be a double-edged I like the ease of adjustment. I like being able to pull that and it adjusts both. Not sure what was going on there. It wouldn't, the tank would suck in. It wasn't breathing properly, so I had to put a new tank on it. That was warranted. I have had to change the pull cord on it. Did that myself. It's super simple. It's just 4 bolts. Pop it off, pop a new one on. I just bought the whole assembly off of Amazon, I think. Air filters. See, I know a lot of guys say they have a problem with this coming off. I've never had this come off. It does, like, kind of rattle, I guess, but mine's still pretty tight. I mean, I don't know. I've never had an issue with that. The pulleys, these are more heavy duty than Time Master pulleys. Time Master was a big issue with breaking pulleys. Never broke a pulley. 360 hours. Same pulleys. They're new. Of course, the belts have been broke. I don't know how many belts I've changed. You know, belts are wear and tear items. It's the only thing I don't like about this. These are synced. Your blade belt is a synced belt, so you have to set the timing on it. And without going into too much detail, there's a way to, maybe I'll do a syncing video, because we're getting probably, I don't know how well I can show this. I mean, my belts aren't, or my blades aren't going to hit yet, but they're not totally opposite of each other. I like to have one like this and one like this, and that way they never are close to meeting. Mine are, the timing's a little bit off on them, but it's not an issue yet. Maybe I'll do a video down the road how to put your blades in the timing. But yeah, so this is just a quick overlook of the mower. I mean, it's a 30-inch push mower. I've never had a transmission issue. I've never had a power issue. I mean, it does. I don't know. I don't know if I mow a totally different type of grass than everyone else. I mean, we have rye and fescue are the most common mix of grass up here. We got some bluegrass lawns, but for the most part, you're just getting a rye fescue mix lawn in my area in the Northwest, and everything's irrigated heavily. because the way of our irrigation system is set up, people water a lot because it doesn't cost you any difference whether you water once a week or 10 times a week. You're paying the same water. It's not irrigation water is not metered. So anyway, everything's fertilized for the most part. Everything's watered, and I've never had an issue. I way prefer bagging though. It's a great bagging mower. I guess I could see some power issues if you were trying to mulch a bunch of wet grass. Every now and then I'll put the plug in it and mulch, but that's only if there's like really low growth on the lawn that I can mow it. I won't mulch a lawn unless I can walk through the lawn after it's mulched and still not see grass blades laying around. If there's going to still be grass blades laying on the lawn, then it's bagged. So we bag most of the time. But yeah, let's see, one other thing I just thought about. I've got small hands, so when the blade is engaged and then it's in go mode, well, a lot of times I'm mowing like this, and you can see the angle of my. So sometimes I get a little wrist fatigue with this setup. I wouldn't mind it to have a personal pace set up on it. I don't know if there's a way they could ever do that, but I kind of like that better. But I'm used to it now. When I first got the mower, I was getting a lot of wrist fatigue because I just, like I said, I guess I got little hands. I don't know. But anyway, so there we go. There's a chute. You can take that off or open it up to where you can side discharge. I've never side discharged out of this mower ever. Don't plan on to. All I do, like I said, I've mulched a few times, but it's a bagging mower. That's what I do. It bags really well. Plenty of power for what I mow. I mean, the mower runs great. I would do a fire up if we were a little later in the day, but you guys all know what a mower sounds like. I'll throw some. I know I've got some action videos of mowing with the Turfmaster, and I'll throw that in there or in here somewhere, some older stuff. And yeah, so that's just a quick look at the Turfmaster, 30-inch with 360 hours on it. I love the mower. I'm going to buy another one. I know I am. I mean, I have the Exmark in there as well. I did buy the Exmark used. I bought this brand new, and it's my main mower. I picked the Exmark up at an auction, and it's strictly as a backup mower. And I've had to use it a couple times just when belts break. And like last time I broke a drive cable, I waited forever for a new one to come in. It was horrible. Nobody had one in stock, so I had to use the Exmark, which it's an FJ180. It's the same setup. It's, there's little intricate detail changes on it, but for the most part, it's the same mower. Anyway, Turfmaster, Toro Turfmaster, 30-inch. I like it. I'm going to keep using it. I'm a fan of the mower. I think they're great. Ever since I've had this, the 21 stays off the trailer. I can get this just about anywhere. So this mower is definitely a go. Thanks for watching, guys.